Alrighty, welcome back to another podcast. We are live. Just kidding, we're not. This is a pre-recording. But we have a funny topic today that I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit. And it has to do with public bathrooms. Yeah, right? Remember back when I said that we talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about? Yeah, I have a few interesting stories for you, and I just figured I'd talk about it. Public bathrooms are absolutely disgusting. And now, I don't know about women because, personally I've never been in a woman's bathroom because, I don't identify as one. But, with that being said, men's bathrooms are absolutely disgusting. They are terrible. You walk in, and you're like, man, I just gotta pee. I just gotta take a piss, I just gotta walk up to the urinal. And you're walking in, and you're seeing toilet paper on the floor is wet in spots where you're like, bro, why is it wet in that spot? It's like, did someone pee there? And then, you're looking at the urinal itself, and the urinal's absolutely disgusting, and it's just gross, alright? It is just unbelievably gross. I mean, you walk in, and I don't know, me being a guy, I don't think much of it, but when you go to a restaurant or some sort of fast food place, and you walk in the place, and you take one look around, and you go, oh my god, do you see how disgusting this bathroom is? It sickens me. It's like, no one, and I don't even blame the workers for not wanting to clean that stuff up. Like, dude, that's gross, man. Like, who in their right mind would want to touch any of that? Like, no, that's just gross, bro. Why on earth do I want to go in there and do I want to clean that shit? Hell no, dude. But no, so anyways, and that's even the funny part too. A lot of people, when it comes to talking about the bathroom, they get weird about it. The conversations kind of, get very, very quiet when you bring up the bathroom, and I think it's super funny. But I guess I'll just share some of my stories about public bathrooms and how gross they are, and also some of the experiences I go through. And I guess we're starting off with the first story here, which the lesson to be learned out of this one is, ladies and gentlemen, when you are going to the bathroom and you walk into a stall, do yourself a favor. Lock the frickin' door. Nothing is more weird than myself walking into the bathroom, opening up the door, and there's a guy taking a piss. It's like, dude, really, bro? See, these bathrooms, they were like their own little bathrooms. They had a toilet, a sink, but they had a walking door. And I walked in, and this was actually at my work. And I walk in, and the one guy is taking a piss, and he turns his head over his shoulder because the toilet was on the opposite wall, so it was backwards towards me. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, yo, bro, come on, lock the goddamn door. It's like, that's, yeah, it might be embarrassing for you, but how embarrassing do you think it is for me? I just opened up the bathroom door, and there's a guy there, and if he would have turned another 90 degrees towards me, his dick would have been hanging out. I'm like, bro, I'm not okay with seeing your dick. I don't want to see your dick today. Put that shit back in your pants, and come over here. Shut the damn door and lock it. Like, bro, no one wants to see your dick today, alright? I'm sorry. I don't want to see it. I'm pretty sure none of my other coworkers want to see it, dude. Just take just next time you walk in the bathroom, be like, yo, bro, I gotta lock the door. It's like I hope he learned that time, cause man, that is just, that's weird, man. You just don't, it's just something that, it's just weird. But I guess the next story is that if, kind of a backwoods country boy like myself here, I go to racetracks and watch cars race in a circle. Except I prefer to watch them race in a circle on dirt because there ain't nothing better than throwing it sideways, brother. Yee. But no, we went to this racetrack, and the way the bathrooms are in places like these, and there's even some other events I've gone to, where in the men's bathroom, you walk in and it's just a trough. And when I say a trough, imagine, how farmers feed pigs, how it's just like a trough. You put the food in, and all the pigs come over, and they start eating out of the trough. Well, basically, in some bathrooms, it's basically the same thing, except men whip their dicks out and take a piss in this trough. And it's kind of weird because you just walk up, and there'd be like 6 to 8 guys standing at this trough, whipping their dicks out and taking a piss. And I can't lie, like, for me, you kind of walk into the place, and, it's not that I'm, like, self-conscious about it, shit, but it's kind of, like, weird, I don't want to whip my dick out and have some guy looking at my dick. Like, that's not okay with me. But you walk up, and, you walk in, and, you walk up to the trough next to your fellow Americans, you whip out your junk, and you start taking a piss. But the only thing that can come to my mind is when I go to do this, is walking up, whipping it out, starting to take a piss, look over to the guy to my right, look at the guy to my left, and go, hey, let's not make this a competition now, alright? Because I hate losing. But, like, seriously, it is just weird. Like, you have this trough, you walk up to it, and you're like, unzip the pants, whip her out, and start pissing. You look to the guy next to you, hi, how are you? Look at the guy to your left, hi, how are you? But here's the key. Men have a code. And the code is, whatever you do, don't make eye contact with the guy you're pissing next to, especially when it's in a environment where the urinal is a trough. So, and there's nothing there. There's no privacy at all. It's you walk in, pull out your dick, and you piss. But it's just weird because, there's no privacy whatsoever. And it's just like, okay, I personally like a little bit of privacy. Like, I'm okay, urinals, you can kind of, like, put your body up against the urinal and, like, whip your dick out and, do what you gotta do. But then you get one of those guys who are like, how big is this guy? And he starts kind of looking at you and shit. Like, that gets weird. It's like, hey, bro. It's like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I don't like it when you're trying to stare at my dick, okay? That's a little gay. I'm not gay, I'm straight, okay? So what you need to do is you need to put your dick back in your pants. You need to zip your pants up. You need to get the hell out of here before I kick your ass. But that's even another thing, too. There was this other event I went to, and the only bathrooms there were porta-johns. And this is another thing that pisses me off. People who use porta-johns and don't lock the door. You ever notice that there's a green and red side of the handle? So when it's on red, it says, hey, stop. Don't come in here. Why? Because there's someone using the facility. But then those people are not intelligent enough to use the thing and not lock the door, so people walk up to it and it says green, and it says, hey, come on in. That's what the green says. The green says, hey, man, we're all Gucci here. No one's in here. Come on in. So what do? I walk over to the door. I open the door, and sure as shit, there is a girl in there with her pants down to her ankles, and she screams. And I'm just like, well, this is interesting. It was just one of those things. I opened the door, and there she was, and I'm just like, shit. And it's like, I don't know who I was more embarrassed for, her or myself. I mean, the right answer would be her, because goddamn, that had to be weird. But it's like, I hope you learned your lesson, sweetheart. Like, when they have the latch there, you're supposed to lock it. And if you don't lock it, you're going to have people walk up to the door, open it, and there you're going to be with your pants to the ground. What else do you want me to do? The door was open. If the door wasn't open, I wouldn't have been able to get in. Therefore, you wouldn't have been in that situation where I'm staring at a girl with her pants on the freaking ground. And let me tell you, that is weird. And then when she screams and you just have like a panic attack and you feel bad too, because there's a moment where like you freeze. There's that split second where you freeze and that image ingrains in your head and you're like, oh, this is fucking weird. Oh man. Oh, what did I just do? I need to go drink some bleach. This is not good. You can't eat like I didn't even say sorry. I just let the door shut and I'm like, oh my god, I need to go bathe myself in bleach, man. This is terrible. Like this is absolutely disgusting. You know what else people really need to stop doing in public bathrooms? Especially, and this happens in a lot of schools, especially high school. You have these kids that leave the classroom, and they'll go into the bathroom, and they'll hang out for a little bit. And then you'll have someone like me who actually comes in the bathroom and actually has to use it. And you're in the stall, And next thing you know, the guy next to you in the stall starts moaning. And we're not talking like he's in pain. We're talking like sexual moaning. And you're in there and you're trying not to laugh your damn ass off, but you can't help yourself because the kid's in the stall next to you making moaning noises. And it's just like, dude, I'm trying to take care of something here, man. And you are just interrupting me. Like, how rude are you to be interrupting me while I'm trying to take care of my business? But then yet again, the story always flips because there was this other time I was in a bathroom, and I was in one of the stalls taking care of the two, if you know what I'm saying. And this one guy comes running in and comes sits into the stall next to me. And I tell you what, man, that guy is one lucky motherfucker. He got in there, he dropped his pants, and his asshole just exploded. I mean, it was terrible. And then the dick that I am, I can't help myself. I start laughing, uncontrollably laughing. And if you get to the point where like you laugh so much that like when you try to stop yourself from laughing, you laugh even more and you laugh even louder. And I felt so horrible because I'm sitting in the bathroom stall laughing my ass off as this guy is shitting his brains out, and he's probably just like, oh my god, what a relief. But the man made so much noise. I swear the earth was trembling, a freaking earthquake. We're talking like California style, right? Like you're sitting there going like, oh, good lord, like what magnitude is this earthquake at? Like this is scary stuff. And then the worst part is like a stall next to him, there's a kid uncontrollably laughing because he just ran in there, and oh man. But like I said, people, bathrooms are weird. All right, they are very, very weird. Some of them are very disgusting, and some of the things that go on in bathrooms too, dude, I can't even begin to tell you. It is weird. Even some of the stuff with like the graffiti and stuff on public bathrooms, like dude, it is weird. Bathrooms are gross, especially if they're public ones. And I don't know how it is for you ladies out there. If there's any ladies listening to this, please, I'd be curious to know how awkward and how disgusting your bathrooms are, but because men's bathrooms are absolutely disgusting and they're absolutely terrible. Men do not care, and therefore most bathrooms then become a mess. But let me tell you, dude, oh my good lord, some of the stuff that just goes on in the bathroom, and that's the thing is, no one talks about it. No one talks about the stuff that goes on into the bathroom because they're too embarrassed about it. And it's like, people, you need to stop and think for a moment. This is some of the funniest shit, literally funniest shit, pun intended there. This is some of the funniest stuff you'll ever see or hear in your entire life. And I felt that I need to sit down and share this story with you because I thought it was absolutely hysterical. So with that being said, hope you guys did enjoy today's podcast. I hope it wasn't too shitty for you. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll catch you in the next one.